Welcome to the Swoba. This is an introduction to the Swoba channel, and in the background we're going to be playing a video of just me driving, going to pick up my kayaks and heading out to Sharon Creek just outside of London, Ontario. I was intending to go out kayak fishing, however I should have brought my ice fishing gear, as you'll see towards the end of the video. The Swoba stands for the Southwestern Ontario Budget Angler. The intention of the channel is to reach out to everyone who maybe doesn't understand or know what kind of diversity of fishing we have in Southwestern Ontario, the access points, the different types and styles of fishing you can do. What I mean by that is shore fishing from the river, from the lakes, from the reservoirs, fishing on a kayak or canoe, fishing on the boat. It's generous. There's lots of different species and lots of different ways that you can get out there, and I'm hoping, and my intention is to show you how to go about doing that. Another intention of the show would be to also fulfill the budget angler side of the Swoba. It doesn't always have to be about the big name brands. A lot of the times you can get the same job done with things that you find at Walmart, the dollar store, and it's just about getting out there and catching a bunch of fish. But to add to that, I also see a lot of wildlife when I'm out. I walk a lot of trails. I see a lot of different birds and butterflies. So it's interesting to be able to get out there and see so much of what Southwestern Ontario has to offer in terms of that wildlife and fishing, but a great way to get exercise too. And I want to make sure that I share as much as I can about the spots that I've learned about over the past 25 years of doing it myself, way back when we didn't have Google Earth and I used paper maps to find things to do on a weekend for really, really cheap. We're losing a lot of what used to be free and what used to be easy access for people, urban sprawl, just growth in the province in general, which is good, but it does limit and mitigate the amount of activities we can do that are strictly related to the outdoors. So when I intended to start this channel, it was just about sharing, and I plan on continuing it that way. I don't know if I'll ever be monetized. I'm not against it, but I just hope to share this first and foremost. I am well employed with a great employer. Don't plan on quitting anytime soon. I'm going to keep putting up bids, and if people keep watching, then I'm just going to keep doing it. And if it happens to get monetized, I just didn't want to say that I wasn't looking to be monetized right off the hop, so that I was a hypocrite. And also sponsorships too. I know that's a big thing, but I would not want fishing sponsorships or boating or kayak sponsorships. If anything, I would want Tide or Ziploc bags, because clothes need cleaning, and Ziploc bags are a great way to store plastics for fishing. So that's sort of what we're going to be about. Right now you can see that we're driving out Wonderland Road South. We'll be coming up to Lambeth, hanging right on Warncliffe, which eventually turns into Longwood Roads. What I'd like to do is to be able to show the drive and the journey, and maybe some of the different various routes that you can use to get to a specific spot. And when you get there, where to park, where to walk, and also what to bring. So when we jump out on the water, you know what it is that you should be looking for in terms of the presentations for the fish. I'll also be able to take a couple shots of the wildlife in the area as we see it, and want to make sure that we can share that information too, and what's available for those who don't want to be on the water or don't want to go fishing. So right now we're cutting through Lambeth and we're heading on Longwood Road. It's not a long drive. I think this video is about 6 minutes long. I think the drive all into Sharon Creek is about 20 minutes. It's just the traffic inside of the city that bogs me down. I'm based out of London, Ontario, but I do have plans to reach out. I've fished everywhere from West GTA all the way down to Windsor and Sarnia and everywhere in between, as far as maybe Kettle Point and Grand Bend, but we'll see where it goes from there. My intention this year is to just fish as much as I can for the year in Southwestern Ontario, because that's what I know and that's what I'm friendly and familiar with. I do also want to make sure that the channel isn't about me, it's about getting out there, so you won't ever see my face. I'll just lay that out there right now. I will wear a buff. It's not just to hide my face, but it is also great sun protection too. It's about sharing the beauty that we have in this wonderful city. Alright, so we're just still heading down Longwoods Road here. When you take it all the way out, you don't go as far as Delaware. There's 2 access points for Sharon Creek. We're going to be taking the first one. So the left we're taking right now is Gideon Road. You follow it all the way over the 402, and when you get to the bottom of the hill, you will see Sharon Creek. So we're just pulling over here, and as you can see, kind of looks like open water, but it's not. So there's my kayaks in the back, and if you look again, it looks sort of like open water, but I'll prove that it's not in just a second here. I'm using my waders too, so I'm not sticking my feet into cold water and ruining a pair of shoes. Just what I use to get in and out of the kayak, especially in the colder weather. So just busting through the ice here. And yeah, that's a little bit soft, but I'll step down a little bit further and you'll see the ice bubbles run underneath the ice. There we go. So there it is. It is a failed day. We'll see you in the next show.